Hello my beautiful souls, welcome to the channel, welcome for your pick a card reading. Today we are here to connect with the energy of your soul. What is your soul whispering? What they want you to give attention to? For this reading we have two piles, pile number 1 and pile number 2. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number 1. So if you connected to pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Pile number 1, what is your soul whispering right now? So you have the energy of the moon. Pile number 1, the first thing that felt, it's not even felt, the first thing that came in my mind when I saw the moon card is not so much what your soul is whispering, but what's coming up from your subconscious energy. Your subconscious energy is asking you to pay attention to your intuition and take that leap of faith when you feel that is the time to go for it. And when I say when you feel the time, it's like you know what to do, but sometimes you postpone your decisions. Instead of acting now, you drag it and you leave it for later. It's almost like you take a leap of faith and after was it the right decision? Have I done the right thing? Am I in the right path? Should I keep moving forward? Should I stop? Because you have all these questions in here that are out of your control. Instead of living the life, you are trying to actually control it. So it's important for you to stop controlling things and go with the flow. Because there are certain things that do come into your path. There are things that you asked for. And after, you feel afraid to move forward with it. So pile number 1. From all this energy that is in here, what is important for you? Because we already know that you do ask, and when it's given to you, you feel afraid. So what you need to actually work on, what you need to make sure that will pay off if you decide to invest in bringing light into this situation. If you decide to listen either the message that I'm sharing or your own intuition. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open. To open through hurt and loss. To allow what is falling away to fall away. So what we have in here, we go back again to the same thing. You are asking, it's being given to you, and after, you are not ready to embrace the change. So remember, for every time you feel afraid, know that the challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is asking you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, You may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. You go first. The universe will catch you. Know that a new way of being is ahead of you, but you need to be willing to embrace it. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. If you connected to pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Pile number 2, what is your soul whispering? What you need to work on right now? Pile number 2. We have the energy of the compass, the crumbling, unbound, and Imrama. Pile number 2, when it comes to your reading, okay, you're needing, it's not even you're needing, you're being requested to work on past life situations as a way of releasing patterns and contracts that are not beneficial to you anymore. I don't think this is a energy from the present, but I have the feeling that you are being prepared for it. So for certain people, you might come to this reading and you'll hear me say it's important for you to work on a past life, do healings connected with past life situations for you to be able to move forward. You are ready for it. For certain people, you're not ready for it yet. So this is almost like we are speaking into being something that doesn't exist yet, but it will find you at some point in your path. Could be even a year time or in a month. Whatever it is, there is a timing issue in here. But it's almost like you're being prepared for it. When you find yourself into a place where you feel that you're not able to move on, you will recall this reading in here and you will know that this is the sign for you to do energy healing related with past lives. And this is because you have been asked, what are you clinging on to? Because you are being called to journey into your heart for you to be able to move forward. But how can you do this if you are not able to release your old patterns, contracts, and any other issues that are not able to move forward into your future? Let it be to rest in the present moment. So there is an urge in here for you to let go. If you've been trying to let go and not able to, you're not dealing with an issue connected with this life. So you need something that is able to go back into the past, to heal this situation, to allow you to let go. And this needs to be made intentionally. And intentionally here means I will willingly look for support to release the past. Not in a way that I believe that it makes sense, but in a way that I have no control. And this is through energy healing, pile number 2. So you're being directed to find support to help you to let go of something that you are unable to let go, And even yourself, you're not able to understand why are you clinging on it with so much passion. So I have the feeling that even if you want to let go, you can't. There is an attachment issue in here. You know, when you want to leave something, but you keep looking back and then like, oh my God, should I? You should, but you can't. Because at the same time, there is a resistance in there that makes you feel that if I let go, the world will crumble. Let it crumble. It's an old world anyway. So you need to give place to something new. So connecting with the energy of the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you are in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith. The difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold on, or to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new moon. And there's something that's interesting in here that's important to share. It's almost like saying, for every tear you shed, there is something good coming from it. So don't be afraid. Let it go. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it all. It's time for you to ask for support. These goddesses in here are already in your side, asking you to let go. The idea of pain that you have, it's not real. It's only fruit of your own imagination. Let it happen. Allow this change to manifest into your life. Don't be afraid to journey into the darkness of your own self. You don't have to go alone. The goddesses are already in place to support you, which means when you are ready, the right people will show up, but you need to trust that this is the answer to your prayers. Don't judge. Just go with the flow. Sometimes change is not where we think it has to be. It will be in the least expected place. Sometimes, where you expect nothing at all, this is where you receive everything. So get yourself ready. If you are not ready, the time for you to let go something will soon arrive into your path. When that moment comes in, remember, past life healing is required for certain people in here. There are things that need to be rewritten again, and this can be done, but it is through energy healing. This is the message for people connected with pile number 2. To each one of you that came to this reading, thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to see you next video. Bye!